Are you in a traumatic transition? How can you reduce some of that trauma? Consider these three things: vision, limitations, and managing the neutral zone. Welcome to Great Transition Strategies Monday Morning Stand-Up. 5 minutes to get your week off to a great start and potentially give yourself something to help make you a more effective leader so you can love what you do. A lot of folks I'm working with are going through a transition that's traumatic for them. And they're having trouble, lots of emotions, are having trouble making decisions. How can you help? How can you make effective decisions during that time? Let me help you remove some of the trauma. First, you've made lots of transitions. You're in a transition this year. You're always in transition. The difference is when it's unplanned, it's a problem. When it's abrupt, where there's a huge magnitude, that makes it more traumatic. That makes it traumatic. When you put them together, well, that's a real problem. And folks in the government right now, that's what's going on right now. It's traumatic because all those things have come together. Unplanned, very abrupt, huge magnitude and change. Put those three together, it's traumatic. So how do you make decisions? Let's look at these three areas. And the three areas I just gave you, let's go through each one of them. And we'll talk about it and see how that informs you making that decision. So the first one, as you think about your vision, step back. What's the vision you had for yourself this year? Now go midterm, go a little further out, a few years down the road, and long-term, career-wise. How does this decision, how does this transition impact that overall vision? It might be, well, this is going to be a blip. I can still get where I want to go. And matter of fact, this might move me faster in some cases. Maybe it doesn't. I can never get where I'm going to go. Think about the short term, what's going to happen within 6 months, a year. What's that look like midterm, a few years out, longer term? How does that inform your decision? Step back. What's your overall vision? What's the impact? Short, mid, long term. Next, let's put some limitations for making decisions. And I have three areas in here. And as you look at each of these, I want you to think about this can drive my decisions. First one is alignment. Next one's capabilities. Last one, effectiveness. Alignment. If I take this change, am I aligned with the leadership? Are my values going to be fulfilled, or am I going to be misaligned? If you're misaligned, you're going to go into work every day and you are going to not enjoy yourself. It's going to take up physical and mental capacity to just get in there. Are you going to be aligned with that organization? Well, yeah, I know who I'm going to work for. I have no problem. And I'm good with the mission. Capabilities. Are you going to have the capacity and capabilities to execute in that new position? Maybe it's a downsize and it might be a better fit for your capabilities. Or maybe it's a downsize. Maybe you're going to get a few more branches. You think, I've never led a group that large. That's a problem. I don't have the capability. They're moving me to an area where I have no expertise in. What does this transition say about your capabilities? Can you do it? Last one, effectiveness. Can you be effective in that next role? Or are you being sidelined? Maybe you have a project you're working on and you want to continue, and you can no longer follow that passion because of the change. You cannot be effective. What does that tell you? Think alignment, capabilities, and effectiveness. And be as objective as you can about it. How's that inform your path forward? Last one, managing the neutral zone. In every transition, you have things you have to let go of, and you have things you need to grab onto. There's going to be endings, and there's going to be beginnings. Can you let go? How do you manage yourself through the neutral zone? The change will happen quickly. Okay, you're leading this group, now you're leading that group. The change happened, but you're transitioning, and you're in this neutral zone. You haven't completely let go of your identity there, and you haven't grasped onto what's next. Are you able to let go? Or are there some things you're never going to let go of? That's telling you something. Will you not be able to grasp some of the things there? I'm not going to be able to do that there. I know I'm not. How do you manage the neutral zone? Will you be able to let go of those things through the neutral zone? What's the time frame it's going to take before you grab on and your feet are planted solidly in that new area? Step back, look at these three areas, and be as objective and unemotional as you can to help inform your decision on whether you're going to stay, whether you're going to go, and remove some of the trauma in the decision. Thanks for listening. Hope you found that helpful. See you next Monday morning, 8:30. Have a great week.